guys, welcome back to my channel, Stepping into Purpose with me, Melissa. If you're new to this channel, I welcome you, and just click the subscribe button below to join our Stepping into Purpose family. Thank you for joining us today, and for all the family that's been with me from day one, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in every time, for being patient with me when I've gone missing in action, and just cheering me on and sending me your messages and supporting me. Honestly, it means the world. So today we're going to be talking about different things. I'm going to be talking about what I've learned about business. So I've been discussing and sharing with you my business journey, so what I've been working on and how I've been doing it. But now, to just round up the year, I just want to share with you guys some of the things that I have learned. I have learned to incorporate, to include, to add, to subtract, and all that. So we're going to be talking about branding, marketing, not in detail, but something that I have seen and discovered. We're going to be talking about card readers, we're going to be talking about business accounts, and yeah, I think that's about it. Registering your businesses, whether it's the right thing to do or not the right thing to do, which business account according to me. So if this is what you're looking for, then this video is for you. Right, so to get started, why have I been missing in action? So if there's any of you that follow me either on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, you might have been aware that I was working on a cookbook with my business partner Quincy. We started off, I think, our partnership in February. She approached me one day and she said, oh yeah, she's been thinking of doing a cookbook. She's a chef, I'm a nutritionist. We came together, so we worked on this Zimbabwean cookbook, which we called bringing home to the first world. So what this cookbook was about, or is about, it's got different recipes from Zimbabwe, how to cook them for those that may not know how to cook them, for those that even know how to cook them but just want to cook them healthier. I'm a nutritionist and I'm all about cooking healthy foods, living a healthier lifestyle, and just keeping an eye on your weight. Why? So that you get to live longer and your body, which is the temple of God, is looked after and it's able to do what it needs to do. So that is my belief. So we came together. She knows what people like, and she cooks for different types of people. So if you've not watched the video that we did together, please I'll put the link in the description box and you can go and watch that, where we spoke about our journey and our cookbook. All the information is there. So if you're interested in getting our cookbook, we're ordering our cookbook, I'll put a link as well of where you can order one. You can buy it as a gift, you can buy it for yourself, you can buy it for someone. It doesn't matter. If you want to support us either way, please just go ahead to our website and order yourself a copy. So we've been working on that, and obviously trying to crack our heads open on how to market our book, to brand our book. So this is some of the things that I picked up on that I want to share with you guys. Branding. So as you know, I have got different types of projects that I tapped into this year. So there's the Sip by Mel Boutique that I started, I think, last year, and also the Sip Health and Nutrition, which now branched off into many different things. So when it comes to your brand, you think of your name. You've got to think about a name. You've got to think about the logo, then how that ties in with the vision, and also the colors. People are attracted to colors. So different colors mean different things to different people. So for example, red is usually linked with health stuff. For example, British Red Cross or British Heart Foundation. Green is usually linked to health colors, so healthy foods, foods low in fat or something like that. And black is mainly associated with, like, classy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it gives this bold statement type of vibe. So it comes down really to what you are going to be representing, what message or vibe you're going to give off when you're thinking about your business and your brand. For the stepping into purpose, which is this one, I use purple because it's the royal color. I love purple because it's the royal color. It gives me the royal type of vibe. But yeah, that's why you see even the goal tracker is purple. And yeah, you can read around different colors, and so take your time in thinking about your name, thinking about your colors and how everything is going to tie together. Even when you are going to be doing your social media page, you think of all this instead of just having different colors, like how my looks and stepping into purpose. It's not the tidiest because I just go by how I'm feeling and what's coming in my mind. However, on my Sipa Milk Boutique, I had to delete everything, and because it's a business now, I had to bring in a bit of structure. And on Sip Health, I'm still trying to work on that. However, the good thing with that is you can still rebrand. So if you see that your logo, maybe when you started, it's not representing where you are now, you can always take a break, take time to rebrand, invest in a good logo, invest in people that can do that for you if you can. If you want to do it yourself, it's still okay. Take time to rebrand, and that's okay. And then you come back. You can imagine, for example, Nike, when they started, it's not the label that they've got now, it's not the same label that they had back then. I think Coca-Cola is the same, I'm not sure, but I've seen that different brands, what they have now is not what they had when they started. They've had to change a couple times to either suit the generation, to suit the message, to suit the vibe, and all of these things going on. And then you think of the marketing. Some of the lessons I've learned, I've had to write them down to share them with you guys so that I don't forget. You've got to think of, what problem am I solving? So whenever you think of your business, it's got to be able to solve a problem. What problem am I solving? So with health and nutrition, I know I'm solving a problem because I offer lifestyle tips on how to lose weight and to look after yourself. So that's solving a problem. So you've got to think, does my business solve a problem? If it does, extra points. If it doesn't, it's going to be a struggle. Okay, do your research, look at your competitors. What are they offering? What their prices? What are their packages? What are their discounts? What is missing? What is missing in that organization? Look at different kinds of people. And what I appreciate about this particular point is, it's something that you do at uni. So it's something that we were taught at uni, to look at different organizations, how they're doing things when it comes to giving tips to lose weight. I worked for a company before I worked solo. Sorry, my light just switched off. And so I worked for a company, and I saw that there was something that was missing. Therefore, I was able to incorporate that in my business, that missing, that thing that was missing. So I'm able to offer something that the company I worked for was not able to offer. So you've got to be able to fill in the gap, and that's the way you find clients. And be flexible. When clients come to you, be flexible, work with them, research as you go along. What is it that people like? So for example, with meal plans, I realized that there were certain things that clients were looking for. I had to offer those things. And you got to keep doing your research, see what people need. That way you're able to offer a solution whenever someone comes your way. Okay, so sell things or items that are on demand. So I'll give you an example. As part of the health and nutrition side of things, I launched my drinks, which was the hibiscus herbal tea. So hibiscus has got a lot of health benefits. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure that my light doesn't run out. So it's got a lot of health benefits. So I launched my drink, and yes, people liked it. The people that came to the drink tasting session that me and Quincy had. However, there's a more traditional drink that people love. Okay, they love the drink, the Zimbabwean drink called Maheo, and people were willing. Like, I would get inboxes and messages in my inbox with regards to my hair. But because hibiscus is so foreign, it was quite difficult to market, and you've got to educate, give knowledge. Whereas my hair, they know about it and people like it, so it's easy to dive into that. So that's a starting point. You can make it a starting point, then with time you can build and grow your brand. So for example, with Coca-Cola, they didn't start with sugar-free stuff. They started with the usual stuff that people know and that people like and that they are used to, and then with time they started introducing these sugar-free and this free and all of this kind of stuff, and get people to taste them, get people to like them, collect feedback, and then you build on from there. Other thing, marketing, collaborate. So for example, me and Quincy collaborated on our cookbook. That way we're able to market and to get different types of clients, different type of experience, and styles of working. So there's some things I learned from her, how to market, especially how to market. She's good at marketing, so there are some things that I learned from her. And sometimes maybe her followers, they can come and follow me, or her buyers, they can buy from us. So collaborating helps you to make more money and to market your brand, to your product, to different types of people that you wouldn't have access to, or you wouldn't be able to reach out to. So you can collaborate once in a while. So sometimes in giveaways, it allows your brand to be known. So I'm sure by now within the Zim community, I hope so, people do know of our bringing home to the first world, because we've had quite a lot of buyers, and there's our bio inside, which I'm hoping people know about their SIP health and nutrition, because my website does highlight when people visit. So that really helped. Working with someone, it really helped with bringing traffic to the website, and sometimes people will now subscribe to my blogs, read the blogs, and that way I can send emails if I've got anything on the offer. I can send emails if I've got a blog. I can send them email alerts to let them know that there's something going on. Sometimes you can get sales, and sometimes you don't. It just depends on what is it that you've got on offer. But yeah, if you've got a way of collaborating and bringing traffic to your website, that way people, they can start seeing and start browsing what else you've got to offer. And yeah, you never know, some people might end up saying, oh, you're a coach, can you coach me? Or oh, you sell teas, or and you sell nuts and you sell snacks, can I buy some? Do you get what I mean? So also, it helps to be ready, to be prepared. You just never know what other people can want or might need from you. So in Girls in Business, we spoke about being a full package. So for example, I'm a nutritionist. I also sell the healthy snacks to help people to lose weight and stuff like that. So when people come to my website, I'm sure they're having a look and seeing what else I'm offering them besides the book and the coaching, and also there's the snacks. So you can be prepared. If you do hair, if people are looking for weaves, then you can offer them some scalp stuff, to say, well, you need to look after your scalp when you've got your wig on. You need to look after your this, you need to wash your hair, and this is the product I recommend. And you can buy that stuff and you can start reselling it and make a profit from that. So you've got to think of how to grow your brand, how to be ready. However, if you're still new and still grasping the concept of business, still fine, but the whole aim for me was to become a full product, or a full company, or a full package, whereby if they're coming, I can still say, oh yeah, if you need some teas, if you need this and that, I've got it. Then they can just order from there. And if there's, I'm also going to be offering meal plans, and sometimes they need the ingredients, I can offer that to them. So that's something I've learned to do along the way. It's not anything anyone taught me, but I just thought about it, and I just like, okay, you know what, this can work. What's your target group? So you've got to think about what your target group is going to be like, what their needs are, and yeah, what they can afford. So for example, for me, my target group as a nutritionist, people who need to lose weight, live sustainable life, so things that they can sustain, and cost effectiveness. So I look at sustainability and cost effectiveness. So I want my clients to be able to lose weight in a way that they can sustain, and also that is cost effective for them. So that means my prices are not going to be extremely high. The products that I sell, they've got to be reasonably priced, and all of these things. So it helps also to put yourself in that position. So if you're a hairdresser, you'd be thinking, okay, I'm starting off. Am I going to be paying £200 right now to get my hair done? What am I willing to pay? So whatever you're willing to pay, you can start off by charging that. That way it feels good, it feels all right. You don't feel bad, you don't feel like you're ripping anyone off. And then with time, as you get experience and more referrals and recommendations, you can start increasing your price because your workload and your value has gone up. So yeah, think of your target group. What are they like? You yourself, you can be an example of your target group. Okay. Be patient. Yeah, be patient with yourself. Take time. I realize that half of the time we're living in a fast-paced world these days. Not half of the time, but we're living in a fast-paced world. There's groups, Facebook groups that I've joined, so many of them. I don't even remember how many groups I'm in. And you're getting these people who are telling you that they made 26k, 100k in 3 months, in 2 weeks, and all of that. And you're like, oh my gosh, you're putting so much pressure on yourself because you want to get the same results. But it was only until later that I think it was one of the groups, I can't remember which one it was, but it's American, and it was exposed that some people were posting fake numbers or fake data, and you start to realize, like, wow, these people are putting pressure on others and say they're making 100k or 96k from sales, and they've made 100 sales in 100 days or in 30 days and all these things. But it could be fake. Yes, there are some legit people who are making legit money. However, you know what, just take everything like a pinch of salt. Honestly, I joined so many webinars and conferences and all of that to get knowledge, and they never tell you how they do it, how they did it, because the whole point of them doing a webinar is for you to join them, to pay the fee. I think the other guy that I joined was like 1,000 something for his coaching. And then once you're coached, and then so it's another side hustle for him. So you'll be joining this webinar like, oh, tell you the secrets, how to make money, how to make 100,000, and you wasted 45 minutes over some, like, joining something, someone telling you, oh, and then this is my story. They spent the first 20 minutes telling you about what they went through, and you're like, yeah, that's what I'm going through. And they're gonna get there. Before you know it, the 45 minutes is up, and they've spent the last 10 minutes telling you who they've helped. So this is the structure. They tell you what they've gone through, so what situation they were in. Some will tell you, I was homeless, I didn't have money for rent, I couldn't pay bills, I was I had to work endless hours, my job was not paying me enough, and I was not sick my kids enough. And you're like, yeah, and all of these things. And then they'll be like, and then I started my business, and then it builds up to other people. I'm helping other people, our program. And they start talking about their program for the next 20 minutes. Our program, it allows you to build 100,000. It allows you to do this because now you're not working from home. Now you're working. Now you can look after your kids. And all of these little perks that are tingling your ears. And you're like, yes. And then the last 5 minutes, they're telling you what price it is to join their coaching program. So guys, be careful. I'm good at studying patterns. I like studying patterns, and I picked up that's a pattern, and I tried joining one of the webinars, this again coaching things, and the same thing happened. I was like, nah, I'm not wasting my time again. I am not wasting my time. So that's when I ended up creating, I think, a podcast, and I was telling people that just get your blueprint from God. He will tell you what you do. You listen to these people in the world, they tell you this is the worldly way of doing things. It's good to get some knowledge. I like reading around, researching. For a leader is a reader, so you've got to do your research and find out what's going on, how people are doing it out there. But at the same time, I'll tell you, I wasted so many hours. But at the same time, it didn't go to waste, because now I can get to tell you what I've learned and what I've gained from that, and what to do with that information. But it is helpful to be part of the groups, because I've got to see for myself. I didn't have to lose thousands of pounds for me to now realize that these people are just literally wasting my time and trying to make money off that. So yeah, we move on to the next bit. So I've just said, be patient, take your time, don't feel pressured to make money in the next 6 months. It depends on the type of business you are. If it's selling things that are on demand, you can make quick bucks. You can make quick bucks. You see something is selling, you sell it, you make quick bucks, that's fine. But for me, it's building something. It's not just about making quick money, but it's building something that's gonna last long. That's gonna live way after I am gone. So yeah, willing to take my time now. Good thing is being patient, it builds you up, it builds your character, it stretches you, it just makes you a better person. So you'd rather just take your time. Instead of writing a 6 month plan, have a year plan, have a 2 year plan, have a 5 year plan. Take your time to learn your business, learn the market, learn things around it, learn your local area, learn your national place, and all of these things, the country, other countries, and build it with time. Sit down with people and discuss it with family and friends, and see how they can help you in building all of these things up. Yeah, the other thing that I learned of, which is the SWOT, SWOT. So your strengths, discover your strengths, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your opportunities, and what are your threats. So the things that threaten your business or that threaten you, for example. So I can think about, let's say for others, COVID can be a threat. So maybe I might not be able to see patients in person. So some patients might want to see me in person. So what have I got to offer? So what do I offer those kind of clients? I've got to think of that. Opportunities, what opportunities are out there for me as a clientele? So this year, instead of just working with people that just want to lose weight, I also educated myself, and I'm now working with people with learning disabilities. So for companies that have got clients with learning disabilities and need nutritional advice or nutritional help, I'm able to offer that. I'm able to work with people with IBS or IBD, so people that need to lose weight or that just need help with their IBS or IBD management. I can work with those. So that was an opportunity for me. I had to sit there, invest my time, and getting into it, and yeah, it helped. Weaknesses, what are my weaknesses? I'm not going to talk about them now, but I had to sit down and consider these are my weaknesses and come up with a plan. What is it that I've got to do in order to work on to make my business better? And then my strengths, what are my strengths? So I like talking, I like speaking, I like talking to people. So yeah, might as well spread the news about my business through talking. Yeah, that's also marketing. So if, let's say for example, you're not good with content creation and posting and stuff and consistency, then talk about your business everywhere you go. Do you get what I mean? You get clients, people get familiar with you, familiar with your brand, and the list goes on. The other thing that my husband told me about is having a business plan. A business plan is your roadmap to success. Have a business plan. Again, it's quite similar to what I just said before about, you know, um, 2 year goal, a 5 year goal. Think about it. Take your time. Don't rush yourself. If it's gonna take you, I think there's this company that my friend was telling me about that it took, I think they sold one bottle in 5 years or something like that. But if you see where they are today, they're billionaires. They took their time. So you do the same. Your business plan, it forces you to think about where you see yourself, what's your vision, and how you measure growth. So my vision is to grow the business and grow my products, have my own products, my own name and stuff like that, or our family name, instead of someone else's brand, for example. So when people come to me and they say, oh, can you join our premier scheme, we're selling this brand, for example, I've got fixed here and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, that's not part of my vision. It gives you more clear direction. You don't just hop onto anything and work with anyone. Do you get what I mean? So it gives you structure and a sense of direction if you've got a business plan. Then also, if you want to borrow money from the bank, they need a business plan, so that you get the money. They need to see it gives them assurance that you've got direction and you do believe in your business. But when you're just seeing how it goes kind of thing, Again, yeah, so rebranding is fine. For marketing, you can use paid ads, use referrals, and collaboration. The other thing that I'm going to talk about is, which is something that I think a lot of people might be asking, do I register my business or not? So when I was trying to make the decision, I consulted someone. I said, can I register my business? Is it a good idea? And I've seen that there's a lot of monies that are involved in, because I've got two businesses registered. So that means if I'm getting an accountant, I need them to file a set of accounts for two companies, a confirmation statement for two companies, and corporate tax returns for two companies. There's legal obligations, there's accountancy fees, there's maintenance fees for the website and the business and all these other monies. There's paperwork, so you've got to collect your invoices, the monies that came in, and all of that kind of stuff. So there's more financial admin that's there. You've got to be responsible, give you a sense of responsibility, but at the same time, when you register a business, it reserves your name. So for example, if I'm to say stepping into purpose, if anyone tries to register or to use that name as stepping into purpose, they can get sued because it's my business. The name has already been taken. Whereas if it's not registered, there can be another stepping into purpose moving, like stepping into purpose, and the reputation can come back and knock me over, if that makes sense. If they're doing well, I get to benefit, but if they are not doing things the way that you do things, then you can lose out on that. So that's something to keep an eye on. It reserves your name. So for example, now Sipa Mel Boutique, only me can be Sipa Mel Boutique, no one else. And Sip Health and Nutrition, only me can be Sip Health and Nutrition and no one else. So that is reserved my name, which I'm happy with, although it comes with costs and expenses, but I'm happy that no one else, and I don't have to worry that someone else will get my name, if that makes sense. It also adds credibility and trustworthiness when people, so if for example, if they're coming to me as a nutritionist, people will Google you, they'll Google your name, and if it's coming up as listed as a company under the government, then it gives them assurance that you're legit. So yeah, some clients will actually do their research before they work with you or before they collaborate with you. So it does bring that trustworthiness, like, oh yeah, they're legit, so that means things are done right. And even for the shop as well, the Sipa Mel Boutique, they're not thinking that they're just buying from any shop that can just close down anytime, and things are not handled properly. But there's procedures and that you've got to follow if you're a registered business, so to make sure you're keeping people's data or information securely, you pay for that. So yeah, you can use that as income. So the money I've made from the sales from Sipa Mel Boutique, combining that with the sales and the coaching from Silp Health and Nutrition, that can come together as and I can use that as income for big purchases. So if you're going to be applying for a mortgage or a car finance or something like that, and maybe you work part-time, or maybe you don't work that much, it can help because it contributes as income. However, for it to start counting these days, I think you've got to have your business running for 2 years. So you might as well start now. If you're going to be getting either of those or making big purchases in the next 5 years or so, and they can see that you've been running your business for 5 years, it's a big bonus. By then you will be making big monies. Instead of waiting till you're making big money and you've just been running a business for a year, it doesn't count. No matter how much money you've got, they won't consider it as income. They are not going to consider it as income at all. But if it's been running for a couple of years, even if you had ups and downs, I'm sure by the time you get to 5 years, you'll be established, you know what you're doing, you're making more sales and more money is coming in. By God's grace, it shows that something has been managed and run properly with accountants, and accountants being checked, and all of that has been followed. I don't know if it's making sense, but it comes down to your end goal. I knew that at some point we are going to be in that situation where I would like to show that my business use my money as income. So it works, but at the same time, it's been running for 1 year. So by the time it gets to next year, I would have clocked by 2 years, and that can still count now as income on top of whatever that I'll be getting. So if I decide to, gosh, my light has gone off. So if I decide to go to work, for example, I've got money from the business and money from my job, and that's different. That's two streams of income, and that can allow you to get a bigger mortgage because you've got more set money coming in, or you've got more certified money coming in. Whereas if it's just your income, let's say for example 20k, you can only get a mortgage for, I don't know, 40 something thousand pounds. But if you've got 40k and your business is bringing in 10k or an extra 15k a year, you're on 35k salary. So that means you're getting a bigger mortgage or a better deal and stuff like that. So that would definitely help. So I knew that I would love for my income to contribute towards something. So I got to register, and I wanted to be counted. I didn't want it to just be seen as if it's just something that I'm doing on the streets or something I'm doing on the sides. So yeah, however, some people, they've got good salaries, they've got, their situation is different. So the money they make, they don't want it to be accounted for. So it's still fine. It's just money for pleasure. Yeah, not everybody has got a goal of owning a house and doing all of these things. Some people have got just side hustles so that they just look after themselves, which is, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Maybe it's just money for hair, for nails and stuff like that, and that's good for a holiday. So you don't actually need to register your business if it's in that situation. But then again, if it comes down to working with clients, for example, then some might actually want to see if you're legit. And also, my long-term goal is to employ other people. So starting from next year, I will be employing people or taking in volunteers to come. So for example, if they're nutritionists, students or graduates that are struggling with gaining experience and need experience in that field, they can come and work for me. I'm a registered business. I'm able to give reference. I'm the company director. I can, give a reference letter and all of these things. So I'm able to help other people, because I know that although now things are a bit better within the nutrition industry, but when I started, people used to say to me, I won't get jobs, blah, 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 and experience and all of those kind of things. But I had a volunteering opportunity, and that opportunity opened so many doors for me. So I'm willing to offer the same opportunity to those people that are in the same position I was in a couple years ago. So if you're a nutritionist, you're studying nutrition or food and nutrition, food science, and you need some experience and you're quite happy to volunteer a couple hours during your spare time under a registered company, then come and do so. If you just, it's okay to say, well, I do this in my spare time, but if you actually say, I volunteered for this company and they can vouch for me about my work ethic, about my behavior, about my personality or my character reference, then yeah, bring it on. I'm quite happy to help. So yeah, my main goal is to help other people, and if I'm registered, I'm able to give that reference. I'm able to give them experience so that they can get a job or a better job. The second thing that I want to address is having a business account. So this is something I did not do. And when it came to the end of the year and my accountant is like, what's this money? What's this money? What's this money? What's this money? What happened here? What is this? Oh my God. It was just so bad. And I was like, you know what? I need a separate account, because I was just using my account because I was just thinking of the paperwork and all of that. But girl, I do not skip it. I do not make it any easier by not having a separate bank account. So this year I've dedicated myself to opening a bank account. So I had to do research and figure out which one is going to work best, which one suits me. So a lot of people are going for the Monzo. I think the Monzo is the most popular one, and there's the newest one, which is Revolut, and also there's a Starling. I think Starling has been there for a while. So I was trying to figure out which one I'm going to go for if I'm going to have a business account. So I looked into Monzo, Revolut, and Starling. I think there's other ones out there, but I wasn't sure about them. I know a lot of people are using Monzo. However, they've got different accounts, they've got different folds where, you know, or different pockets or buckets that you can open to put monies for different things in there. So if you were planning to save and stuff like that, then that's good. They've got free transactions aboard. However, there's very low cash withdrawal. So for example, you can only withdraw, I think, is it £200 per month without a fee. Once it exceeds that mark, then they start charging you for getting money out of the ATM, your money out of the ATM. They charge you for that. So for me, that was a no. They don't offer a savings account, and transfers take 3 to 5 working days. And also, for you to get a card with Revolut, so this is Revolut, for them to send you the card, the business card that you're going to use, they charge you £5, £4.99 to be precise. And yeah, the charges for withdrawals are more for if it's more than £200. Also for Monzo, so it's more for the younger crowd, they say, and they've got 4 different types of accounts depending on your needs. There's no fee for foreign purchases, so if you're to go abroad or to buy something from abroad, there's no fees for that. However, there's daily cash withdrawal, so if again it exceeds a certain limit, then they start charging for it. Whereas Starling, there's no card delivery fee. These guys, they charge you for a delivery fee. Starling, they don't have a delivery fee. They offer a personal joint account, so if I want a joint account with my husband, then that can work. They don't have no transfer fee, so if I want to transfer money from my business account into someone else's account, I don't get charged for that. And also there's free withdrawals with no limit. So if I'm somewhere and I want to take money out and I can't transfer into my personal current account, I just withdraw. There's no limit, so I can withdraw 400, 500 per month and I won't get charged for it. So if you're traveling, so where I was reading, there's different types of categories, so it broke it down into themes. So traveling, if you're traveling, for example, Revolut costs you £4.99 to receive your card. And Monzo, it's free to spend up to £1,000 per month abroad. So if you are abroad and you've got the money in the business account and you're making purchases for more than £1,000, you start getting charged for that. You get charged to use your money. Do you get what I mean? But with Starling, the card is free, no charges for spending your money or withdrawals anywhere in the world. Come on, guys. So under budgeting, all 3 have budgeting tools. They can open vaults, pockets, or basket packets to save money. Withdrawals and deposits, again, we've covered this. All of them, they allow you to withdraw. However, Starling is the only one that allows you to pay in money and checks into the account for free. So with Monzo and Revolut, you can, I think one of them charges you £1 per, I can't remember, I don't know if it's per transfer or per deposit. And then the other one, I think once you start making more deposits into the account, they start charging you. So nothing is free. They're charging you for using your money. They're charging you for putting in money into your account. Come on, that was enough for me. Other additional features, so Monzo and Starling, they do offer overdrafts. So if you're ever in need of an overdraft, maybe you need to pay an employee or something like that, or there's a business emergency, they can allow you an overdraft provided you do qualify. However, Revolut doesn't offer any overdrafts, but Revolut, it allows you to buy cryptocurrency. So if you're into the whole cryptocurrency buzz going around, then yeah, it might be the best for you. The only problem with Revolut is that it does not have full UK banking license. So that means money is not fully protected by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. Whereas Monzo and Starling, they are fully licensed. That meaning if you want to lose money up to £85,000, it can be compensated. If you lose money with Revolut, although they're working on it, if you lose money with Revolut now, good luck. So yeah, that's my research. So I ended up going for the Starling. Yeah, free things, free to spend money, free to put in money, free to transfer money. For me, that was the real deal. Yeah. So that made the decision easy for me. I was like, yes, we're going for the one that does it for free. I wouldn't know if they're going to change, maybe in a few weeks, in a few months. You just never know. They might end up changing their plans, and things might not be so free anymore. Okay, so if you're liking this video, if you stay with me, I know I've said a lot, just click the description. Sorry, hit the like button, and yeah, show me you're with me. So the other thing that I found useful was a card reader, a card reading machine. So I don't know if you've seen them around, the small ones. You start to see a lot of small businesses in the malls, or with the stands, they're using that now. Back then people were like, oh yeah, give me cash, I'm only taking cash. But these days there's COVID, and you don't want to be taking money and giving money and all that COVID transaction going on. So the more you use your card, the safer you are, and it's better. So I had to look into getting a card reading machine. Why? Because there was a time when I was invited to come and speak to an event to talk about my book, and I had books that I was selling there. I didn't have a card reading machine. The app that I downloaded was not working well, and excuse me, it's a bit long to say to a person, oh, let me send you a link and you can pay, or let me get details. And it was just, especially if there's just so much going on. And the same thing happened on my daughter's book launch, because some people will come with card, and I'm trying to use this app. Oh, it was so embarrassing, and it's not working and stuff like that. And people had to go and get cash, and maybe some wouldn't come back and some would come and still pay. Now you need change. Just made it so long and so hard. So yeah, I thought of a card machine. It's a good idea if you're in a business that requires you to sell stuff sometimes, even services. Maybe you're a mechanic, or you cook food or something, or you take deliveries to a client, and you say to them, you pay when I bring food. Then instead of them giving you cash, they can just, you can just take out your cartridge and then they just pay you. Half of the time people just say transfer into my account, but for me, I don't know, I just prefer using channels. That's just me. I just don't like throwing my bank details out there. I don't know why, it just makes me uncomfortable. So either my clients pay through PayPal, they take a fee from that. Wix as well, if they buy anything from the website, Wix takes their charge. It's different. I think Wix Pay takes the most transaction fee compared to others. So in terms of which one now was the best, so there was SumUp, iZettle by PayPal, and there was Square. I think a lot of people are quite familiar with Square because it's been around for a while. It's when I started looking into the card reading machines, I realized that there was SumUp, and iZettle is the I hope I'm saying it right, is the most recent one. It's the most recent thing that came out. So the cheapest one out of them all is the Square, which is £16 depending on where you buy it from, and then you've got the iZettle, and then you've got the SumUp. My SumUp, I got it for £15 because it was over the Black Friday scales, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting that one. Whereas the iZettle was £19. It's just £4 difference, but to me, every penny counts. Because now you've got to pay for delivery fee on top of that. So if there's £19, I think it was getting to about £25. Whereas this was £15, and I think delivery was like £1.99 or £2.99. So it was still less than the iZettle, including delivery. I hope you guys can hear me. I've got a sore throat, so I'm trying not to speak too loud, but at the same time, I want you to hear me. So in terms of the transaction fee, which is the money they take whenever you get a sale from somebody. So SumUp has got the lowest transaction fee. It's 1.69, whereas iZettle and Square, they're going to take 1.75% from that payment or from that sale. So if you sold something for £5, they're going to take 1.75% from that, just for processing through their system. Contactless, all of them are contactless. The iZettle, which is by PayPal, it doesn't take Samsung Pay. However, people these days are registered with Google Pay and Apple Pay, so it's not really a problem. Some of them are compatible with this. I think it's called Xero, Xero, which is an accounting software that you will need obviously when you're doing your accounts, or QuickBooks, whereas I think the sum up, the one I've got, let me show you guys. So hey guys, I'm back. I've got the sum up, which is, it comes into this in this little box, a blue box. It's gorgeous actually. They've got two different ones. I think one can print out the receipt, whereas this one, it just doesn't print out the receipt. You can send via email or a text message. So this is what it looks like, and this is the charger, so you can charge it anywhere. If you're somewhere, just get your plug and just plug it in, or if you've got a what's that thing called, the battery thing that you just charge your phone when you're walking around. So a person can put their card through there, they put in their code, and then yeah, and so you connect it with your phone, with your mobile phone, and you put the amount on your mobile phone, and then it reflects on here, and then the person puts their card in. They've got the privacy to put in their code, and then they press the tick button, and that's it. It goes smoothly. So it just comes in this blue box with a charger, and yeah, that's it really. Whereas I think there is one of them that you've got to, is the square box, and the person has got to put in the code on the phone, which can make clients feel very uncomfortable, especially me. If I'm having to put my code on your phone, it's gonna make my pin code for my card on your phone, it's gonna make me feel very uncomfortable. So yeah, I had to consider, I had to put myself in their shoes and think, what am I comfortable with, what am I not comfortable with? And people are different, that's fine, but that's just, I had to do the way I had to do things. You cannot use the card abroad, this card here abroad. I think it's just the iZettle, if I'm correct. And then you can take telephone and online payments with this one, and also the square one, but the paper one, you can't do that. The paper one, it's faster. They say how it processes the payment, it's a bit faster. But anyway, it didn't matter to me. I was like, if it works, it works. I've been to the Christmas market and some of them were using this one, and yeah, they were saying it works fine. The Zettle by PayPal has got more colors, whereas this brand has just got white. So I don't mind. I was gonna pick, if there was white and black, I was still gonna pick white. So it's fine. And then depositing time, so the time that it takes for the money to come from sum up into my bank account, so from here to there, it's about 1 to 3 working days. Depends, I guess, on the day, on the transaction, the time and stuff like that. But for the other one, it can be within 2 days, so the process is faster for the PayPal one. But I don't mind, I'm in not a rush. So the lowest price, if this one wasn't on sale, the iZettle by PayPal was going to be the cheapest. The one with the lowest transaction fee is the sum up, which is this one. The one best for contactless payments, they say, is the iZettle and the square. The one with the longest battery life is the iZettle by PayPal. The color options, the iZettle. Best tipping options, iZettle and square, but I don't care about tipping anyway, it's fine. So yeah, that's it really. That's all I've got for you guys. There's so much information that I've shared with you. Next year, we're going to be tapping into something totally different. I'm thinking maybe I might have to do a separate video on that, or shall I just tell you now? Okay, so this year we've been talking about business. I've shared with you guys what I know in so many ways, so many times, and I believe that there's so many others that are better experts at business than I am, and you can go and do your research, listen to them, read a book and all of that. I still got so much to learn. I've got so much growth to do. Okay, so I've just been taking this time to just work on myself and focus on my family. Guys, my son has been naughty yet. He's so naughty. He just went through this phase where he was just really naughty, and now he's fine. So I'm hoping the dust is kind of settled and I'll be able to go back on track. But make sure you follow me on Instagram, stepping into purpose, stepping underscore purpose underscore stepping underscore into underscore purpose underscore. If you're interested in any of my nutrition work, my boutique, please come visit. You can follow me, you can like any of the things that I've got on there so far. I opened also my daughter's store, which is Marco's Kids Store. We're also trying to find ways and ideas on how to expand her business. So there's that I'm going to be thinking about as well. So if you've got any ideas, feel free. If you want to collaborate, feel free to come. You know, the more we work together, the more impact you and I will have if we work together, work effectively. So what's next in store for stepping into purpose? We're going to be working on what's on the inside. Okay, what is on the inside? So we can talk about all these glamorous things going on, building a business, building empire, but we don't want to build an empire when we're broken, when we're suffering, when we're angry, when we're bitter. We don't want those things, because what happens down the road, they affect our business, and those are the things that pull us down. They stop us from working with people we're supposed to be working with. They stop us. They are a big hindrances, and we're going to be dealing on our inside for the sake of our outside, for the sake of our progress, for the sake of our growth, and for the sake of our legacies. We need to work on our inside. So it's going to be a healing 2022. Healing 2022, and I'm excited. I feel this project is bigger than me. Like, it's bigger than me, this project, and it only needs God. I need God in this. I need your prayers. So pray for me, cover me in your prayers, remember me in your prayers. You know, send nice messages, just say something nice, words of encouragement. I welcome them. If you want to help, if you want to be part of the Healing 22, if God is talking to you about it, feel free to send me a message on Stepping Into Purpose on Instagram or even on Facebook. Find me, find any way. Just Google my name, Melsmukot. You'll find me, and contact me and let me know how you want to be part of what is going on, what is going to be happening next year. If it's the nutrition side of things, if it's the boutique side of things, if it's the kids store, if it's the ministry, come on, you can't tell me there isn't one single thing that you want to be part of. Let me know. Again, feel free to be in touch. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking with me throughout the year, for supporting me, for standing with me, standing by me, and rooting for me. I thank you guys for rooting for me. I know that sometimes I don't show up because there's just so much going on. I need to take time to work on myself, because you don't give what you don't have. If I don't have anything, I won't be able to give anything. But now I've had time to sit down, to read, to research, to gather my thoughts, and say to myself, what have I got to share with people, with my friends, with my family, my Stepping Into Purpose family? And this is what I bring to you today. It's a massive meal to feast on, to digest on. So I'm going to leave this here. If you've enjoyed this video, please comment down below. If there's anything that my videos have helped you with this year, please comment. Feel free to comment in the comment section down below. Don't be shy or just watch and just leave it there. I know that motives of you tuning in might be different, but if there's one thing that you've benefited from Stepping Into Purpose Ministry, please just comment below. Say something. Come send me a message. If you don't want to be seen that you're commenting, that's the thing with other people. They don't want to be known that they're associated or they're watching. It's cool. It's cool. However, I know that God is blessing you. You've watched whatever your intentions are. I know that God has blessed you, because it's only God that directs our feet, our paths. He leads us. So if he led you here, if he led you to Stepping Into Purpose, there was something for you, and there is going to be something for you even next year. Mainly my ministry is for women, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on next year. But if you feel that even you're a guy who's going through hurt and pain and bitterness and anger, and you need healing, feel free to send me a message, and I can signpost you to the right people. You need to reach out. Feel free to comment, feel free to like, feel free to share, feel free to subscribe. It's free. So I wish you guys again a merry belated Christmas, and also a wonderful and a fruitful next year. Tune into Stepping Into Purpose. Follow, subscribe us, and trust me, we will not let you down. See you guys.